All right, welcome to video number 5. That last one was quick. This one will be a little bit longer. Now we're going to be thinking about what we might not want for our students. So I'm going to show you a video and you might get a little bit of a chuckle. But let's see. Here we go.
Huh? Y equals 5x squared plus 10x plus 10. Where are they getting the 10? There's no 10 in the problem. How do you get 10 from 7? Bro, I've legit worked this problem out 10 times and I can't understand it. Like, I'm gonna fail this class, man. Wait, x equals -5? You plug -5 back in and wait.
So I know that's a little bit funny, but it is something that we don't want for our kids to go through, right? No matter what age they are. We want them to be happy, we want them to be joyful, and understand that making mistakes is okay, but also that we can work together and make connections to find the process that will get us there, right? All right. So we're going to engage in some problem solving right here, right now. And yes, we're going to make this work in this asynchronous environment. Note, I am not going to teach you a procedure on how to do it. As we move through this problem-solving cycle, consider how it is similar or different from how you learned math. So think about the traditional math teaching where you were given direct instruction on how to do a problem, then you had to go practice it, and then you did homework problems. So let's think about how that's different, and then we'll talk about what the problem-solving cycle entails. So you are going to be asked to make connections, think through the problem. Of course, we're not going to be able to turn and talk because we're not in the classroom. We're going to engage in something called productive struggle, which is where you are going to work hard to take something that you know to figure out something that you don't. And then we're going to share ideas, misconceptions, and strategies with each other. We'll do the sharing actually in our second class meeting on September 13th. But I want you to work through this tonight. So this process of problem solving enables you to make more connections and bolsters your conceptual understandings, procedural fluency, and mathematical reasoning skills. So the context can be real or created, but it must be engaging and meaningful. And of course, it always depends on your objectives. So here we go. All right, students. Here are our friends. We have the grandmas, we have the acrobats, and we have Ivan the dog. Now, let me just step out of the teacher role and explain why I'm using these images. I want the students to focus on the math, not figuring out what the grandmas look like, what acrobats are and what they do, and which kind of a dog Ivan is. So now we all have a shared context. We know what the grandmas look like, we know what the acrobats look like, and we know what Ivan looks like. Here are the conditions of the problem. The acrobats and the grandmas cannot agree about who makes the best cookies. So rather than end in a tie, they decided to have a 3-round tug of war competition to determine the winner. Based on the conditions that follow, who will win the 3rd round of tug of war? And I'm going to send you to a Google slide document to solve this, and the conditions will be there for you as well. So here we go. On round 1, on one side, there are 4 acrobats, each of equal strength. On the other side, there are 5 neighborhood grandmas, each of equal strength. The result is dead even. In round 2, on one side is Ivan, a dog. Ivan is pitted against 2 of the grandmas and 1 acrobat. Again, it's a draw. And in round 3, Ivan and 3 of the grandmas are on one side and 4 acrobats are on the other. Who will win the 3rd round? Mathematicians, let's take a moment and think about what we know and what we're trying to figure out. And as you engage in this mathematical journey, I want you to be making sense of what you are doing. Okay? So I'm going to ask you to think, what do we know? What are we trying to figure out? And take a moment to consider now a strategy or solution. In face-to-face, I would have you turn and talk here. Virtually, you're not going to go into breakout rooms because now we're in an asynchronous environment. So you're just going to go straight to the Google Doc. And each person should try to solve the problem in at least 2 ways. All right. Can you go and look at what other people are doing on the Google Doc if they're populating their slides? I don't have a problem with that, but please try and do your own thinking. Load your strategies onto the Google slide deck. And I'm going to put that link in the chat right now for you. Actually, I won't put it in the chat. It's in your document. It's in your document that has all the links. So here you can see that we have the same conditions that I showed you in the first slide and the second slide. And again, same as what we did with life and numbers. Here's a master, but you're going to just type your name in here. And you can either take a picture of a written piece of work and upload it to your computer and then insert your image, or you can actually solve it on the document itself. Okay? So I want you to take some time to solve this problem and then come back for video number 6. See you soon.